No, that's not what it means. So, listening to NPR on my drive home again. I know that's my first mistake. I'm a libtard commie because I listen to something other than Fox News occasionally. I listen to a lot of different kind of news radio, talk radio, and whatnot on my rides, and I think it's important to hear a variety of perspectives. NPR is covering, there's some congressional hearings about red flag laws in general, and wrapping up their story, they say, critics of red flag laws claim that it violates the Second Amendment, and proponents argue that it saves lives. No, critics of red flag laws don't argue that it violates the Second Amendment. It really doesn't. So the Second Amendment guarantees the right of the people to keep and bear arms. In general, overall, that one person's Second Amendment rights are violated is, yeah, sure, a niggling point, but the reason people oppose red flag laws is because it violates due process, not because it violates the Second Amendment. The problem with red flag laws is that because they apply only to guns and not to all of these other dangerous things in our lives, then there's a smaller group of people standing up for someone who might be railroaded in the courts, might not have their due process. The Constitution guarantees us the right to due process. That is that you cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And of course, there is some debate as to what due process means in some cases. So, for example, it could be that a court hearing is due process, but generally speaking, that's not enough due process to deprive someone of their constitutional rights. That is, you can't say this person can no longer attend church or publish a newspaper or not have their home invaded by the police just because a judge said so. No, they have to go to court and have a jury trial and be proven guilty of a crime beyond a reasonable doubt. And the problem with red flag laws is that if these laws were being used to lock someone up who's a danger, maybe this person is crazy, maybe they are a real danger, and we need to protect society, that there is an imminent threat and we have to protect people from this dangerous person. Well, if that's the case, then we don't need to be taking their guns away. We need to lock them the fuck up. They are a danger. They can't have a motor vehicle. They can't have pool chemicals. We can't let them sit at a park bench across the street from a playground with a bag full of milk duds. The problem is that if we're willing to lock someone up over it, if we're willing to say, yep, this person is batshit crazy, they're going to hurt somebody, we got to get them locked up, then people from all walks of life will advocate for someone who was unjustly accused of being batshit crazy. When that person gets locked up, there will be people still advocating for them, and not necessarily from the left or the right, but all over the place, people will advocate if that person's not actually crazy, if they were falsely accused, if they're not clinically insane or a danger to other people. But if all they're doing is just taking away somebody's guns and everything else is not hurt, and they can keep going to work and they can keep being a productive member of society, but we took their guns away, then nobody's standing up for them except for gun rights advocates. And that's a smaller group of people standing up for these people's constitutional rights. Red flag laws aren't about the Second Amendment. They're about due process. And all of the Constitution matters. Yeah, if you think I'm wrong, well, go fuck yourself. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Thank you for letting me vent. I love you.